Imagine looking at your bank account right now and seeing $10,000 sitting there. It feels great, right? You worked hard for that money. You sacrificed and you saved it. But here is the brutal truth that nobody wants to hear. If that money has just been sitting in a standard savings account for the last 5 years, you have actually lost about $1,500 in purchasing power to inflation. Wait, am I doing this wrong? You did everything that traditional financial advice told you to do, yet you are still falling behind. The core problem is that saving money keeps you safe today, but it guarantees you stay broke tomorrow. In this video, I will show you exactly how to safely transition from a saver to an investor without risking your hard-earned peace of mind. If you want to stop letting inflation quietly drain your bank account and finally start building real wealth, hit that subscribe button so you never miss our weekly wealth-building breakdowns. Here's what most people don't realize. Saving money is actually a losing strategy over the long term. We've been conditioned to believe that the safest place for our cash is a bank vault, but a bank vault is where money goes to die. Let us look at the actual math proof to see how deep this hole really is. Say you save $300 a month for 30 years in a traditional savings account. At a fraction of a percent interest, you'll end up with about $108,000. It sounds like a lot until you realize inflation cut the value of that cash in half. Now, take that exact same $300 a month and put it into a broad market index fund tracking the S&P 500, which has historically averaged around a 10% annual return over the long term. After 30 years, you're not looking at $100,000. You're looking at over $600,000. That's a $500,000 penalty just for choosing a savings account over an investment account. But making this switch isn't a math problem, it's a psychology problem. The reason we stick to savings accounts isn't logic, it's fear. Our brains are hardwired to value immediate security over future wealth. When you see your savings balance, it feels solid and safe. When you look at an investment account, you see numbers moving up and down, and your brain screams danger. To overcome this fear, you need a structured, step-by-step framework to transition your cash safely. Step 1 is to draw a line in the sand and separate your cash into 2 distinct buckets. You cannot invest money that you need to pay your rent next month. You need to calculate your exact monthly living expenses and set aside 3 to 6 months of that cash into a high-yield savings account. This is your fortress. It doesn't touch the stock market and it does not get invested. Its only job is to provide peace of mind so you never have to liquidate your investments during a market downturn. Step 2 is to open the right bridge account. You cannot invest through a standard checking account, so you need to open a brokerage account or a retirement account like a Roth IRA. Many beginners get paralyzed here because they think choosing a brokerage firm is a massive decision, but the top platforms all offer zero commission trading and fractional shares. The key is just to get the account open and linked to your bank. Step 3 is to automate your contributions so your emotions never get a vote. Here's what most people don't realize. If you wait until the end of the month to invest whatever cash is left over, you will never have any cash left over. You have to treat your investments like a bill that you owe to your future self. Set up an automatic transfer from your checking account to your investment account the exact day after you get paid, even if it's only $50 a paycheck. Taking the decision out of your hands removes the psychological friction of investing. Step 4 is to choose simple, broad market index funds rather than trying to pick individual stocks. Think of legendary investor Warren Buffett, who has famously advocated that a low-cost S&P 500 index fund is the best investment most people can make. When you buy an index fund, you're buying a tiny slice of hundreds of the biggest companies in the country all at once. You don't have to guess which company will win or lose because you own the entire market. Let us look at a second math example to show how small habits create massive shifts. Imagine you decide to cut out one $20 convenience purchase every single week, maybe a couple of takeout meals or premium coffees, and instead route that $80 a month into your investment account. Over 40 years, that simple $80 monthly habit compounds into over $400,000. You aren't sacrificing your current lifestyle, you're just shifting small everyday amounts from depreciating liabilities into appreciating assets. To visualize this, imagine your money as seeds in a jar. When you keep your cash in a savings account, it's like locking those seeds in a dark cupboard. They stay safe, they won't rot, but they will never grow. Investing is taking those seeds out of the cupboard and planting them in the dirt. Yes, there will be storms, and yes, the weather will change, but over time, those seeds grow into trees that produce their own fruit. Now, you might be thinking, what if the market crashes right after I start investing? This is the #1 fear that keeps people trapped in savings accounts. Here's what most people don't realize. Market crashes are normal, healthy part of the economic cycle, and historically, every single stock market crash has ended in a new all-time high. When the market goes down, index funds go on sale, allowing your automated monthly contributions to buy more shares at a lower price. To recap the steps to turn your saving into investing: first, protect your short-term cash in an emergency fund. Second, open a low-cost brokerage account. Third, automate a fixed monthly contribution. And fourth, build your foundation on broad market index funds. Wealth is not built by how much money you hoard, but by how many financial seeds you plant. Stop letting fear dictate your financial future while inflation erodes your hard work. If you're ready to take control of your money and build a portfolio that grows while you sleep, subscribe to Money Master. In the comments below, let me know, are you currently a saver or an investor?